Okay, Badnut should know her. Oh, okay, wow. That went well. Hmm, -10. Okay, they are family though, because he's kind of, I don't know, her uncle. Okay, we can let her interact a little bit over there. Why is Jonathan Burb crying? What happened to him? Did he get poked again? Probably. Oh, this is an interesting mix. She's. Oh, oh. Okay. I didn't expect this one. Just when you think you know someone, she's so quiet, and there you go. Got herself a land grab to kiss. And ironically enough, it's the same land grab that just kissed her half sister. Oh my goodness. That was an interesting one. Oh, and they fell in love. What do you know? Wow, William Landgrab, aren't you the playboy? Didn't see this one coming. Hmm, that's an interesting situation. I don't quite know how to take a screenshot of this. The walls are in the way, but okay. Um, yeah. I don't know what I was saying before that. I was actually talking about someone else. I think I was saying that Kira and Zachary, because Kira is Daniel and Kaylin's daughter, and Zachary is Mary Sue and Grayson's son, and they seem to like each other. That's an interesting combination. I mean, Daniel is still alive, Mary Sue isn't, so because I think she would be very unhappy with the match. Okay. Be embarrassed. Why are you embarrassed? Is it because she's pregnant, or is it because she's being affectionate? Maybe she's being affectionate. Okay, I'm going to let him say goodbye to the primary school principal, teacher, and their kids. Their son, Sid. Um, the other Roselands that's obviously at the school open day can stay, but um, there we go. Okay. Oh, there she is. Yeah, there we go. Now you can go open that. Ooh, there's a fight between Kira and Belinda. So, just to refresh your memory, Belinda is Dawn and Cassandra's daughter, and Kira is Kaylin and Daniel's daughter. So they don't get along at all. This is interesting. Wow. So there's very definite relationships developing, but there's also very definite dislikes and enemies developing over here. Oh my goodness, look at her face. She's quite aggressive. Wow. I don't know how to take a screenshot of this because the walls are just really in the way. So she's just completely... Huh. It's strange because they are, I can't remember whether Belinda is a family sum or a knowledge sum. She's one of the two, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Kira is a family sum. You would think that they would get along real well, but clearly they don't. That's really interesting. Alright, so we have a lot of feet stomping and people complaining, but we'll just ignore that for the moment. Who doesn't know who yet? Okay, we'll just okay. She's probably passing by. Okay, it's becoming evening, so I was okay with that because I saw this as like it's a full day spent at school, like welcome day and social day where you get to just get to know your peers and kind of have a tour of the school maybe and see where's what. I don't know why Christy's over here, but okay. I'm going to send everyone into the class quickly, and I'm literally just going to use the teleport function to do that. I'll do a couple of them at a time so that we don't have... I just don't know what the game would do if I teleported like the whole group at a time. I think the visual effects would maybe be a bit much. So, we can let some of them just physically go here. Oh my goodness, a fight immediately. Is it again Zachary? Yeah. It's again Zachary and Mario. Same too. Oh my greatness. Can you imagine that? Well, I mean, this could be interesting storytelling material. So, they might end up in detention quite often, something like that. And, it can be something really interesting. So the wheels in my brain is turning at the moment with what I could do storytelling wise with that. So that's quite interesting. Huh. So this time around, Zachary won. He felt like he needed to prove his worth. Wow, look at that. Now they're full on enemies. I mean, minus 100. So that's quite extreme. Wow. Yeah, this is another drama potential. Two sisters. Well, half sisters. And he has the potential. He has actually got the most sparks with Diana Goss over there. Yeah. He has a lot of sparks with Kira, so that's something to keep in mind. She's dating um, Jonathan Burr, but she actually has no chemistry with him. So she's Courtney Roseland. She's someone that I just built out from Sid Roseland's family a bit more. She's his sister, so yeah, interesting. We can let her just interact with a few more people. She can also interact a bit with Zachary. Sure, he's got maximum chemistry with Belinda, but she actually has with a few people. I think that's where Dawn's DNA is coming through because, yeah, interesting. He's also got with Diana Goss. He doesn't know everyone though, from what I can see. I need to let him get to know a few more people. Alright, let's have some chit chat over there. Mm. Let's see what pops up for him because, um, oh dear. Just as he was scoping into the room, his girlfriend gets her second baby bump. Interesting that you would find Danielle hot since she's Daniel's daughter and you are Kaelin's son. Just with other people, but um yeah. I don't quite know what to do about her because her pregnancy is progressing over here and technically it shouldn't really be. I have a shortened pregnancy mod, and yeah, it goes with my lifespan mod, but I don't want her giving birth over here, so I kind of feel like maybe I shouldn't let her come to school now because she would um, probably not really be at school in her condition. If it's known that she's pregnant, then she'll probably be studying from home or something. Um, I'll have to look into that and see what to do there. I'm gonna add a few want logs. Okay, interesting. I'm sending a few people to use the bathrooms because their moods are kind of going down a bit now. I mean, it's no, it's been many hours. Oh goodness, Zachary and Mario again. He was attacked by Zachary this time. They're really taking turns being the aggressor. Well, now we know who's never going to get along. There's no way I can even turn that relationship around at all. Let's see who's gonna win this time. Oh, oops. Right. So the principal and the teacher, who are married, to be fair, decided it's a good time to start their family. They felt so inspired by seeing all these high school students that they decided to try to have a baby. Okay. We'll see if the jingles play. Oh, goodness me. There we go. So, we have made enemies here between Kira and Belinda. It's official. They are now enemies. Lovely. Let's take a screenshot to commemorate this amazing situation. Wow. So you send your child to go and get acquainted with the high school and their peers, and they come back having made loads of enemies and hearing about a pregnant girl at school, as well as people who are kissing multiple other people who are related. Yeah, interesting. And I think she's trying to be like, there's something we should talk about. And he's like, not now. I'm trying out this computer. I'm checking if it can play games. Yeah. He's going off to college soon, so she's gonna be stuck raising the baby while she's a teenager. And her parents are not gonna be impressed. So yeah, I'm not sure how that's gonna end up. Probably not very nice. And Danae came to paint again. It's where she feels very happy. Interesting. What's available? Well, I can ban fighting. Should I ban it? I wonder. I cannot actually. Yeah, I should ban fighting because that's a little bit. I mean, a school wouldn't allow that. What else would be a rule? Okay, stink comments shouldn't really be allowed. Puddle splashing will irritate me and everyone will get wet. We won't have pillow fights. We're jumping on the bed. Yeah, okay. They're not gonna have beds to read in, so it's fine. It's 9:30. Kinda wonder, shouldn't I call it a day? Because everyone's, yeah, not really in the best mood right now. I realize now that they don't really have a cupboard for their clothing, which isn't quite normal. And they don't really have space in the bedroom, so I'm just going to let the principal change over there, and now he should say goodbye to everyone. It's kind of late. They need to get home, and uh, yeah, it's time for them to go. Especially since they're starting school the next day. And yeah, it will make sense that people will need to get home. Is he going to be able to get to the student I selected now to say goodbye to? I hope so. Okay. Okay. Alright, so everyone's leaving. I'm just going to save to avoid potential catastrophe. Okay. So they're all leaving after a very eventful welcome day. She can't use the toilet. What's in the way? It must be one of the shelves. Oh, dearie. Can I just maybe move it higher up? Because I did like that for the bathroom. Can she use it now? Yeah. Okay, we'll let her serve dinner. We'll stick with mac and cheese. They should have some skills, so randomize them a bit. Okay, so it actually went okay. I mean, I didn't specifically give them much direction. I wanted them to be able to interact, get to know each other, um, which we pretty much were able to do. So they haven't really interacted with the principal and the teacher. We'll do that as we play. But this was just kind of welcome day and introduction and socializing event. And socialize they did. Even though it was like right in front of the principal's door instead of in the rest of the school building. Okay, so they will have their dinner now. Enjoy it, talk to each other a bit. Did I not put them in a dishwasher because they're going downstairs to use the downstairs one? Yeah. Let's quickly grab them one because that wasn't my intention. There we go. We'll just let her put away the leftovers. And you can take a shower. And you can go to sleep. And she can go right to bed. You can clean that up maybe before going to bed so we don't have flies all over the place in the morning. Save again. Make sure we don't lose anything. Okay, so let's let them go to sleep. We'll let him change and he can have some juice. And she can use the bathroom. He can paint a little bit. She can also have something for breakfast. We'll stick with cereal. That should fulfill one of her wants as well. But she did not become pregnant from their interaction. Actually, I mean, I don't mind that they have a baby, but I don't quite know where we would put a crib. Because I did not build their home really with space for that. So I'm not quite sure how that would work. Right, so we have all of them here. They're in their school uniforms. They're ready. We just need to make them all selectable quickly. Please excuse the dogs barking in the background. For some reason, the entire neighborhood's dogs decided it's time to bark. So if I can't edit it out, please forgive me for that. Alright. There we go. I hope I have everyone selectable now. Hopefully. Alright. Yeah. Hopefully. Okay. So starting off, I'm going to call everyone to come to class. And let's see who can't move. Because then we might need to teleport or something. No, some of them are stuck. Or I can hopefully teleport here. Let's see. And definitely Jenny Burb. The rest of them I'm just going to send here, and hopefully they will all get into the class. Let's see. So we're going to really see how this turns out. She also has to come to class, teach them. Okay. They're literally running there. It's like a stampede. Goodness, guys, are you that eager to get to class? Did I make Leland selectable? No, I did not actually. I somehow missed him. Where is he now? There he is. Oh, a dirty job. Right, let's see if everyone goes where they're supposed to go. Alright, so locking is gonna actually be a problem. I should maybe put a special school doors that I downloaded. Might actually be a better option for here. We'll see. See what happens. Okay. I think we have everyone in here. I really sincerely hope so. I'm going to quickly activate everything that I'm supposed to activate. Maybe we should just fill up her skills, because otherwise there might be someone better suited than her to actually teach it. So I think I'll just hold on. Activate everything. Okay. I'll let her just start off with that. And then I have to let them sit down. Okay, she's literally talking about the weather. So guys, in the desert, it hardly ever rains. All right, let's actually let them take their seats. I think we should just, I'm literally going to let them sit randomly. I'm not going to care who sits next to who for the moment. It could be a fun storytelling mechanism later on, something very interesting about who sits where. That could be very nice. But literally trying this out, I'm just going to let them sit wherever right now. Am I actually out of seeds? It kind of looks like. Oopsie. That's a pain, because then I'm going to have to make everyone selectable again if I buy tables and chairs. Well, okay, this is the growing pains when you're starting a new school. When you're trying out everything for the first time. So, now you can see, you can have some ideas of your own from this, with how they can actually, how you can use all these things if you want to download it, if you don't have it already. See the ghost of Zachary. Goodness, that's a bit extreme. I mean, I know you don't like him, but really. Okay, they're standing on this thing now. We have a problem here as well. Because now with a school uniform and having a pregnancy over here, her clothing is like pixelated blocks hiding, It obviously doesn't work. So I will need to look into this. Trying to see where to put this. Alright, so let's just quickly make him selectable and let him sit in one of the seats. There we go. Oh, we're having some problems with her. Yeah, no, this is not gonna work. I'm gonna have to send her out of school, like I said before. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do. Maybe the principal can come and say goodbye to her or something like that. And yeah, she can just, I think so. I think I should just send him to say goodbye to her specifically. And yeah, because it's not a good, not gonna work well. Bye. Until you're done having your child, then you can come back. Okay. And alright, he seems to be listening to his wife teach. But I think we can send him to rather work on his computer a little bit. He can send some emails or things like that. There's a lot that we can let him do. We can let him write an article and say it's for the school newsletter or something. And there we go. So everyone's listening. So this is basically what you can do with this opportunity pack. I mean, you can decide what you want your sim to teach, your teacher to teach, so that the students gain interest in certain things. It affects their school grades, and they also gain some skills from it. So it's nice. It's very, very nice to use. And it pretty much keeps them engaged inside of the classroom. So for as long as you want a lesson to go. Alright, so we'll let her continue with her class. And everyone's sitting listening. They're also interacting with people around them, which is nice because their relationships are increasing. Okay, we just have the maid that's arriving. And the mail is being delivered. So you will be getting a lot of notifications in between. That's just basically telling you what skills and they've gained and how their grades have increased. So we can say this is kind of a science or geography lesson, and they're learning things about the weather and about cycles in nature or something like that. All right, I'm going to stop her, and I'm going to deactivate everything so that we don't have any of the students wanting to talk over there, since it's kind of irritating and they won't leave it alone. So I'll just deactivate that. And then I want to try and let her interact with the students a bit, because they should kind of know their teacher. So I'm going to line up a few students for her to just speak to. As many as I can. And we'll just look at her relationship panel, see who she interacts with. And I'll, kind of let every student who she's done with can go out and do whatever they want to do. Okay, she's not fond of not fond of Kellen's other daughter. Whoops. That's Kellen and Daniel's, one of their twins. Okay, and she's speaking to her sister now. Seems like she got a relationship with her that's decent. We'll take a little snapshot of her interacting with her students. And let's just cancel that interaction. Okay, and then she'll speak to Daniel and Mary Sue's daughter. So this would be Lilith and Angela's direct sister, if I can call it that. Okay, and we'll just line up for her to also speak to the other students. Okay, so that's all right. So she can also speak to Danai Dreamer. Okay, done speaking to the she should kind of, have some relationship with her students. So I just want to sort of simulate that. She's not friends with any of them currently. It's kind of like the beginning of the year. But, she's starting to build some type of relationships with her students. So there seems to be some type of clog up in the bathrooms, even though I have plenty of bathrooms. Everyone is in there right now. Seems like everyone wants to use the bathroom, and whoever's having a chat is doing it right in front of the doors, the cubicles, which isn't ideal. Bit of a pain. Okay, I'm going to send the principal to just organize the lunch for the children. So I've decided these buffet tables are just kind of the easiest ways to give them lunch. That, and I have some kiosks that you can buy. So any of those are things that you can just use for an easy way to feed the kids. But the kiosks kind of poke through the roof. So I decided to just use a table like this instead. So yeah, this is more or less how I play, and then they might have one more class, or I might just give them a break to be outside, and then I'm going to send them home. So that's my secondary school. I hope that you enjoyed this and that this has given you some ideas. I'm sure there's much better ways to play this, but this is how I enjoy playing it. And yeah, every day doesn't need to be the same exactly, but I try to have some type of realistic link to how school would actually run and what type of timetable they would have. So yeah. Let me know in the comments how you play with the schools, and do you play interactive schools at all? Or is it something that seems too daunting? I really enjoy it. I don't play it like that all the time, but yeah, I find it enjoyable and fun. So I'll see you in the next episode. Be blessed.